Alrighty, it's yeah, just about 8 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning, January 27th. I didn't go to church this weekend. I'm still sort of as you can call it, because I'm my own doctor, in my hospital bed. I'm still on my sick days. I haven't fully recovered. Yesterday I didn't vlog at all because I ended up sleeping most of the time. I was up for a bit, but not for very long, not to do much of anything. There wasn't really much of anything to say. It appears, and this I know this, is that things don't occur continuously when at all within the body. Like the first time you're tired, you go to bed. So you work, so your body's physically exhausted. And I talked about this before, about extreme physical conditioning. That there's a point you can push your body till the body gets exhausted, and then the body just quits after that. When you're in that crash mode, when you're in the body sort of in that state of exhaustion, what happens is that the adrenaline comes off, and when the adrenaline comes off and you are in that some degree of pain, the body produces its own type of morphine, where that actually puts the body to sleep. So you want to go to sleep, and that's what you do, is you go to sleep. But you can only stay sleeping for so long before the adrenaline cycle starts kicking in again and the pain starts coming off. Now the thing is that while you're sleeping, that's when the body's healing, is regrowing itself. That's is doing all the things it does in order to in order for the body to function. A lot of the building block, a lot of the basic work is done while you're sleeping. But you can only stay sleeping for so long, and then it cuts off again, so your body starts to slow down in terms of its repairs, and you have a period of awakeness. But then after that, what happens, the body hasn't finished repairing itself, particularly if it hasn't, because that 24 hours isn't long enough time to initially to repair itself. So you end up going further into the second and third day. So basically, the first day is a complete write-off. The second day, you're awake somewhat, but you're still sleeping heavily. And the third day, maybe you could do sleep a little more awake, and less sleeping. Then all of a sudden, you hit the fourth day, and the fourth day, you go back down again into a heavy sleep, not because you've actually re-injured yourself, but because the next level of repair is needed. In other words, it did some level of repair the first time, let your body come back up. Now it's going into the next level of repair, so the body goes back down again into the sleep mode. You start sleeping again. And that's what happens to me yesterday on Saturday. I went back and down into a sleep mode again, where the body did a lot more repair work, and I could feel it. I could feel it in all my muscles. You could feel as I was sleeping. I could feel the muscles that they were getting a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger. I've been doing this now for about 10 years, of sort of extreme conditioning, and in that time, I've gone from basically a medium top up here, medium shirt size, to a double XL, double extra large. Right now I'm double extra large up here, and my weight has gone from just under 200 pounds it's gone from 190 pounds to a solid 240. That's where I'm at right now, 240 pounds. But the thing is, this is where I say about the weight here, and sort of the misnomer is about the weight, and this is when it's going to be a medical one again. The problem is that, it might be a problem, but this is sort of how you deal, this is where the issue of weight control is really a misnomer. It's not really properly stated. My actual waist size didn't change at all. I'm still the same size as I was 10 to 13 years ago. That hasn't changed. As a matter of fact, my stomach, in terms of the size of the stomach, has actually shrunk, but the weight has actually gone up. So I was a large, and now I'm slightly under a large on the waist. And that has gone from a full large I sort of filled up the large, and the large pants were kind of tight on me. Now, 10 years later, large pants are not as tight on me as they were. There's more room in them, and the upper body has grown to double XL, double extra large. So in other words, while the actual weight, people talk about weight, the stomach area shrunk, it's the other parts of the body that grew. And when you take a look at where the weight is, that's what you see where the weight is. You see the weight has gone up, not because of the fat content, but because of the muscle and bone density. That's where the weight has come in from. And so that's sort of these are sort of interesting little things, interesting little tidbits. And I'm going to go further into this in terms of the research, looking into the organic chemistry that's going on here, and sort of play around with it and sort of see where we can go from. I've been doing this sort of extreme conditioning in the human body, basically looking at it from an organic chemistry standpoint, for about 10 years now. There's always something new, because while organic chemistry normally is just done in a laboratory, in the petri dish, or in a test tube, and you isolate your reactions and do an isolated reaction. In the human body, all the reactions are everything's all together. There is no real separation like beakers and so on and so forth in the human body. It's always done in place in a dynamic situation rather than a controlled laboratory condition. So this is where I'm trying to take the controlled organic chemistry from its textbook standard, from the standard lab, and bring it into the human body. And that's a very sort of a complicated challenge, but it's a nice thing. It's something that I like. It's something that I like to do in terms of research. And yeah, I'm having some good times with it, except for some of the exhaustion and the the usual bit. Anyways, I was going to leave you that. That's going to be it for now. And if I have anything more to say, I'll come back and say it. All right, take it easy.